Hey everyone, by the way, sorry. Waiting on just Rourke to get home and hop on. If you haven't already seen my message in Discord, join us in the hashtag FBA Finals chat. This is where we'll be doing it tonight, slash wanting people to keep their finals talk limited to so that those who are unable to attend the regular broadcast have an opportunity to watch the game before having it spoiled. General chat's kind of a little too wild, wild west for that. And that's good. Yay, you guys can see and hear me. Great. Let me just make an announcement in the announcement chat regarding the finals while we wait for Rourke to appear. I mean, if I do pull a rabbit out of the hat, then, I am a magician then. And I will go ahead and link that again in the announcement. And for those of you who are familiar, I'll just kill some time while we wait for Rourke to appear. This is the lottery drawing that will happen. Here's currently all the picks that are assigned based on the regular season ending for each team. As you see, like Queens, for example, have a pick from Hawaii, even though that's where Hawaii finished in the year. The 8 picks have yet to be decided. Unlike the NBA, we are masochist and we love suffering, so every pick is done through lottery drawing. That means that, in theory, the Arizona Whips could end up with the 8th overall pick. It is not like the NBA, which has only the top 3 picks are selected, and then after that it just goes based off the results. But that's because the NBA has far, far more teams in the lottery compared to us, which only have 8. And if you want to do some basic math, there are 1,000 balls to be drawn. Technically 1,001. However, that final pick is considered a re-roll. So as you see, the top or bottom 3 teams in the league all have a 15.5% chance of getting the pick. 14% for Pittsburgh, whose pick actually belongs to Edmonton due to a trade. Huntsville has a 12.5%, Texas has 11%, Lorraine has a 9%, and I misspelled Lorraine, making it fancy. San Jose has San Jose Thrust. And yes, how the numbers adjust, like once a team is removed, it redistributes the picks again. The balls that would go to them get spread amongst them. So if, for example, the bottom 2 teams get picked somehow, first and second, the balls will be redistributed across whoever remains. That's what the adjusted numbers is for. And I'm going to go ahead and start the call with Rourke. As we're live, by the way, Rourke, so...
Hi, everybody.
There we go. Okay, so I was just kind of filling time by discussing how we're going to do that now. One last thing, the balls, how I determine which team gets which set of balls, because how we're going to determine the balls is actually asking you guys questions. And when we do the questions, you're going to get to pick the ball 1 through 14. Obviously, if you guys knew how the teams were organized, that wouldn't be very fair. So I will, after pasting all the teams, hide this and then sort based off the RNG number, which you guys will not be able to tell where it is and where it ended up. So that's how we'll make sure that everything is still random, even though you guys will be the ones actually picking the ball number, because I could see you guys trolling and intentionally not picking a team somehow.
Well, and as he's doing that, you guys get to hear my melodious voice. Isn't that a treat?
Yep. Okay, so, but that will be at the end. First, we're going to dive into the uh, end of season awards and some announcements regarding the finals. So, obviously, FBA finals are about to be on us. Game 1 will be broadcast tonight. Biloxi Voodoo versus Santa Ana. Now, despite the order I have that, Biloxi is the team that has home court advantage for this series. So, game
Go
1.
Tides. Oh, wait, hold on.
What? So how the sims were done, the games were simmed in the FBA engine to determine who won each game, and it was observed by the two people on the teams. Do not harass them about any results, but they were the ones to be privy to the game sim. They both discussed how they wanted to do it, and that's what they decided on to make everything fair and above board. And then the 2K series sims will actually determine the box scores, the player performance, and basically give the flavor text. So the engine determined who won. 2K determines how they won, if that makes sense. This is kind of the balance we're trying to go for. We had back in the day the 2K sim was the final determining factor, and people didn't like that because of 2K's randomness and the fact that the entire season we went through the custom engine, and then suddenly at the finals we switched to another engine that may not be as fair in their opinion as the custom engine. And then the other way, when we just had the custom engine sim the games and just post the box scores, people kind of thought they were too boring and there needed to be some kind of fanfare with them. So this is our attempt to make the best of both worlds. It sucks though in terms of time. It took about 30 hours to get the series 2K to obey what happened in the custom engine. So that's why it's been a little bit delayed getting started. It took about 20 games, 25 game attempts to get the series actually available for you guys.
Almost a full work week.
Basically. So that's how the finals will work, and that's how the sim is, and that's kind of how the games were determined. So you guys understand, that the custom engine determined who won, and 2K is just, how we did, how it happened.
It's the story engine.
Basically. If you want to go after the finals, Rookie.
Sure. All right, so after all the finals are over, immediately following the final game of the finals, say that 3 times fast, the website will be locked to prevent editing. This is to allow Nate and I an opportunity to back everything up as we work on moving to a new server host. Hopefully we'll be able to stop some of the lag issues and other things that have occurred over the last couple of years because my hosting has gone to shit. I don't mean my hosting, I mean like the company my hosting that's hosting our...
No, they're blaming you by saying you host it.
Yes. Well, I mean my hosting company, my hosting company, my hosting. Anyways, so yeah, once the finals are over, we're gonna lock the wiki. You'll still be able to access it, but we're just gonna close it to editing. And then hopefully we'll be able to. We may even roll out a couple new features for next year. Fingers crossed. And then after all that's done, after the finals are over, we are going to be having an end of season meeting, like we do every year. This can be scheduled for the weekend following the finals conclusion. We will be posting a document containing recommendations that have been collected over the season and making it editable so people can look it over. We do ask that if you are editing it, please don't delete what's there, just add to it. Um, uh, we don't want anyone's information getting deleted. Um, this meeting is also going to be an opportunity for us to discuss some of the recommended suggestions that we've gotten over the last couple of months, as well as anything that might be in that doc that needs going over. Certain changes will also be put in for a community vote, which will take place within a 2-week period after the meeting is over. So this is, I mean, you guys are, those of you who have been around for a while, this is pretty standard. Um, as mentioned many times, we're trying to make the FBA as best as we can. And the only way that we can do that is to get your opinions on certain things. And so that's what really the end of season meeting is, really kind of a chance for us to get your feedback, kind of everyone to kind of have a discussion on how they think the season went overall, and what we can do better to make next season even greater.
Yeah, and for some examples, like we've had suggestions of, hey, I think you guys should uh, update this form or whatever. That's not really something we need to vote on. It's more of stuff like in the past when we were discussing hybrid, like what level of hybrid did the community want to be acceptable? Completely open hybrids where you have a dragon fox available, or keep it more realistic where you can only have theoretically possible hybrids like ligers and Tigons and things like that. So that's kind of what we're talking about in terms of certain things will be voted on or available to vote on, and those are more league-wide important changes.
Yeah, we're not going to be voting on every single suggestion that was made. And again, after that meeting, we'll still be available to answer any additional questions you might have. Um, these meetings are not the end all be all for these conversations.
Mm-hmm. Now, oh, I was going to say, and now onto the awards, but actually got to discuss what happened in canon, guys. So, the end of season awards, like the NBA, takes place the day before the first game of the finals, which is in Biloxi, Mississippi to start for game one. In canon, this will have taken place on June 17th. That means the finals will start June 18th. Don't ignore that 8 cert. That's the 18th. Same thing for the canon of the lottery will be the 17th. And now,
sorry, Jimmy was supposed to proofread these slides and he didn't.
no, I just I copy and pasted some things from last year, and it happened on the first or something.
I was trying to blame our intern, but
There is no intern. We can't even afford to have an unpaid intern, Worky.
you're right.
I am the unpaid intern.
That's very true. You and all of your clones. I mean, what?
I wish. Now, on to the team staff award, Worky, if you want to get us started, the very first award.
Absolutely. As I, stuff my mouth with chicken as soon as you
Oh.
called on me to do so.
We agreed. Every other slide.
It's true. I was hoping you'd stall for another 30 seconds.
I know I like to rant, but I mean,
All right, are we going with third to first here?
yes.
All right. Well, first off, thank you to everyone who voted this year for the end of season awards. We really appreciate everyone putting in their votes. The first award here is the team staff award, and we'll announce the two runners up and then the actual winner. In third place this year, we have the Montana Howlers, who have had a fantastic season this year. So congrats to you guys. Bangor Tides is the second place for that team staff award. And the winner of the team staff award for this year For the 2020-2021 season,
God.
the winner of the Team Staff Award. I'm going to draw this out as long as possible. No, is going to be the Santa Ana Spectrums. Well done, all three of you guys, and girls teams. Well done, teams, and everyone. But yes, Santa Ana, congratulations for being the this year's Team Staff Award recipients.
And a reminder, this kind of replaced the head coach award since a lot of us no longer have the head coach position because it's the primary and secondary contact, and we also felt like both contributors, if there were to, were worthy of the awards because of both of them are putting in work for the teams to get to where they are. So, congrats again to Santa Ana.
Yeah. Congrats, Blades and Zenbis, for all of your hard work this season. Which means that the next side is yours.
Yay, you can stuff your face with chicken. Most improved player. I'm not going to drag it out as far as rookie, even though I'm sure he would love me to so he can stuff his face more with dinner. But in third place, we have Margot Warrior from Pittsburgh. In second place, we have Crosby Sutters of the Baltimore Spirits. And in first place, the most improved player of the 2020-21 FBA season is Ash Van Zandt. Congratulations, all three. And congratulations to you, Ash. As I wait for Rourke to get to his point, that he can let me know that he is done eating
I'm
for the
good.
next slide.
I've picked up your pace, and I'm going to eat fast during
during that
during,
little time.
Yeah, exactly. But congratulations to all three of you. You're clearly your you know, the hard work that has been put in and out of character is showing and should be recognized. Moving on to the sixth fur of the year, we have in third place one of my favorite characters, Sluggy Quatch. Yay, go Tides.
Not biased at all. Cough, cough.
No. In second place, we have Yasina Celis.
Please don't murder me for getting this the third year in a row. Second place.
And sixth fur of the year for the 2020-2021 season. That is the this season. Okay, I'll stop. The sixth fur of the year for this year is Lady Black. Congratulations, Lady. And I think we all agree that all of these characters have and their contributors have definitely become household names in the FBA. So.
Yep. And moving on to the defensive player of the year. Third overall place, Zach Tate from the Hawaii Kahunas. In second place, Sterling Bing Zing from the Biloxi Voodoo, who we'll be seeing more of tonight in the FBA Finals. And in first place, defensive player of the year for the 2020-21 FBA season is Kevin Malka of the Winnipeg Voyagers. Congratulations, Kevin, on winning, I believe this is his second Defensive Player of the Year award.
It's good to see the Pangolin get some love. All right. Moving on to perhaps my favorite category this year is the Rookie of the Year. All right, and in third place we have Bertie Lavoie Williams.
Rourke made me do it, I'm sorry.
I'm not sorry. Not sorry at all. All right. In second place, we have Kyler Inari. And in first place, we have Zachary Cooper. Congratulations to those three rookies. Uh, I think, again, we're talking about household names. All three of them have definitely made a name for themselves this year.
Yeah, and looking forward to how these players progress going in the next year. As we saw, Ash Van Zandt, second-year player, winning Most Improved, tends to be a trend for rookies to really grow in that second off season. So looking forward to see how all the rookies from this last year develop. But we're going to dive into the most valuable player, the last award of the night before diving into the uh, draft combine thingy mabobber that we call a lottery. In third place, Lance Wildfire.
Oh my God, you guys love me. Thank you.
Go retire to the farm, please, Lance.
I'm gonna go be a sumo wrestler.
Oh my God. In second place, Derek Kim from the Biloxi Voodoo. Notice I didn't say where Lance is from because he's a retired old man now.
Yep, he's going out to space.
In as a sumo wrestler. Okay. And the most valuable player of the 2020-21 FBA season is Narkissa Cassius of the Albany Alphas. Congratulations, Narkissa. She is your MVP of the 2020-21 FBA season.
And well deserved. Faded and I were talking about this right before we started. And Albany was a very tough team to kind of shine on this year. But Narkissa absolutely did. And a well deserved MVP for her this year.
Definitely, and glad to see her take home the prize tonight. I'm sure her and Yves will have lots of fun. I'm sure Yves is here out supporting her.
I'm sure they're going to fill the cup with
Strawberries. Lots of strawberries.
strawberries. That's definitely not strawberry daiquiri or anything like that.
I mean, strawberry daiquiris with strawberries inside, macerated in sugar,
There
the
you
normal.
go. Yeah. like everyone does on a normal Monday night. Um,
Well, so as I was saying, as we dive into the lottery itself, I mentioned as I was stalling for time, uh, the FBA is a group of masochists, unlike the NBA. All 8 drawings are done for the picks, so that could mean a seventh. Sorry, a team that had the highest chance of winning the lottery selection ends up with a really late pick. Could mean a really late team ends up moving up to the 4th or 5th pick. Unlike the NBA, we only have 8 teams, which is why we still do it like this. The NBA has far, 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 far more teams not make the lottery or not make the playoffs, which means their lottery is far, far bigger. So we do it a little differently. But how do we determine what balls get selected? Comes down to some trivia challenge. I say challenge loosely because they are fairly easy to figure out if you know where to look, and if you don't know where to look, we're going to show you as part of continuing education for everyone in the league. So I'm going to pass this over to Rourke so he can ask the questions.
all right, everyone. So those of you who've done this before know how this works. Those of you who haven't done this before will catch on very quickly.
I
The
caught him
first
with food in his
four
mouth. Sorry,
people,
guys.
um, that's like a normal state for me. Not very hard to do. Um, so the first 4 people who get my lottery trivia questions correctly will be able to pick uh, a ball between it's 1 and 12,
1 in 14.
1 and 14. Clearly, don't pick 13 or 14. 1 through 14. For the first 4 people to get them correct, I will write your name in the chat. to indicate that you've answered correctly, because there is a little bit of a lag here in the stream. So as soon as the first four answers come in, I will get your numbers, and we will use those numbers to determine what teams are picked. And I think Faded explained, as the teams get picked, they are being pulled out of the lottery. So the higher, the rest of the percentages do get spread out accordingly. There's also a good way to refresh your deductive reasoning and deductive skills. So my very first question for everyone, because I love to draw these things out, is who was the primary contact for the Winnipeg Voyagers this season?
You enter your answers here. As we're waiting for the question to catch up for everyone to hear. I see 4.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so we do have four answers.
While you get the ball numbers from them, if you want to ask, okay, I see MW's already jumped me the gun, but that's great. I'm going to show you guys how you could determine this. So if we go, there's multiple ways actually. So first and foremost, if we go to the Discord channel and scroll down on the right. Oops, I skipped it a little bit. There he is. Every primary contact has a set of brackets around the team that they represent. So Baloo the Bear represents Winnipeg. They also show up under the team staff should they be online. So for example, Baru's online and he is Albany's primary contact. J-Wolf is Arizona's secondary contact. This is helpful for when trying to determine who to contact regarding trades or team interactions or the like. Now, how might you have determined that in the case of a not readily seeing them on Discord? Well, you can always go to the sidebar here and go down to team staff contacts. And it'll take you to this page where each team has it labeled who is the primary contact and who is the secondary contact. As you see, not every team has a secondary contact. It depends on the primary contact to designate someone as their secondary contact. So
those applications will be coming out shortly after the end of season meeting.
Yes, I mean, we need to figure out from people who is interested in staying and whatnot. So I believe, Rourke, I see the balls are 1, 3, 8, and 13. Is that correct?
That's right.
1, 3, 8, and 13. Okay, it's Pitt. However, that does belong to Edmonton due to a trade earlier in the year. So it was Pitt, but it will be Edmonton from Pitt. So that was the fourth most likely team to win it. They are now no longer winning it. And I am going to make adjustments to the
engine.
Well, the ball distribution. So if you want to go ahead and ask the second question and delay just a wee little bit.
All right. Faded asked me to delay, so guess what, people? We're gonna go on a delay.
As everyone watches me.
Yeah, Arizona fans riot. As Edmonton gets the number 2 pick as well.
Oh my God, this is not going to be like the Cavaliers.
Every other year that Arizona loses. I mean, what? All right. So we are going to go on number 2. By the time that you guys will be answering, Faded should be up and ready. So, question number 2 is name one of the two teams that finished 12th or 13th, which is the middle of the league, in terms of regular season standings.
I should ask harder questions to slow you guys down.
Well, the lag is about 17 minutes, so by the time we get the answers. Oh, look, a distraction.
Ah! I can't do math.
You don't have to hold back if you know the answer. If
Yeah.
you answer two in a row, you can hold off, but Huntsville is not correct. Albany is. Williamsburg is the other. So we're waiting on two more people,
That's fine.
although they've probably already answered, and you guys are just hearing this now.
8:14. It's okay. I'm almost there. I only have like 2 more teams to do.
All right. For people who were unsure what that question was, name one of the two teams that finished 12th or 13th in terms of the regular season standings.
Yeah, and I'll be there. And you have all 4 you needed? Or are you still waiting on some? Okay. So I'm now ready to show you guys that if you happen to not know how to find that.
All right. 4, 5, 6, and 9.
We will get there in a second. So, how in the world could you have figured that out if you didn't?
So I do have a joke for everyone.
Do you hear me, Rourke?
Uh, what do an angry bunny and a pro basketball player have in common?
Oh. I realized I muted myself by my hot bind. So I muted myself and I was like, Rourke, can you hear me?
Oh, geez. Nope, I could not hear you at all.
It's
None of us
okay. So going off the delay, not delaying anymore, let's look and see how you would figure out who was the 12th and 13th seed, or in the terms of overall schedule, overall results from this year. If you go down to the regular season and do 2021 season, it takes you to this page. You can scroll on down to the league standings, and it has it ranked based on the entire league, by conference, and then by division. So the 12th and 13th teams for the year were Williamsburg and Albany.
So here's a hint. Most of these answers are going to be found on the wiki.
Okay, you said the ball numbers were 4, 5, 6, and 9, correct?
That's right.
4, 5, 6, 9. Huntsville will be the second overall pick this year.
Congratulations, Huntsville. Thank you for paying off, Kit, to break that 4, 5, 6 streak.
And we'll just show everyone as I do the new count, because God help me. This time I won't mute myself by accident.
The Arizona Whips fans are rioting in the street.
I mean, to be fair, even if this was real world, they still could have not gotten it by now, because I need 211.
So no responses or answers to my riddle from anyone out there. What do an angry bunny and a pro basketball player have in common? And yes, this happens to Arizona every year. It's almost become
Mm,
a meme.
to be fair, they only had a 15% chance of getting the first overall pick. So that's an 85% chance they wouldn't get it. Don't forget.
It's mad hops. They both have mad hops.
I hate you, I think.
Oh, that's not the question, guys. That's just
783. You troll. You can go ahead and
all right. So, question number three is I like Angry Hops as well. Angry Hops is Mad Hops' cousin. Um, Santa Ana has one championship. Biloxi has three, including their time as mud puppies. And Santa Ana is traveling west at 45 miles per hour. Biloxi mud puppies are traveling north. Name one of the three. Name one of the seasons that both Santa Ana and Biloxi uh, acquired their rings. That was really confusing, so I'll try it one more time. Santa Ana and Biloxi both have rings. We're going to take one answer for each of these. Um, Give us the seasons where they won those rings. Santa Ana has one, Biloxi has three.
I'd return him if I could, guys. I'm sorry.
And no, you can't find a calculator on the wiki, so answering that question. By doing math is probably the wrong answer.
Yeah, I have a calculator right here, though.
So far, Omega has gotten the Santa Ana question. Being for Biloxi's three rings, either as the Mud Puppies or the. Well, I don't know that they've actually won a ring as the Voodoo.
They have not won a ring as the Voodoo. And I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a hint as I explain how you can find this information. If you go to the team page for
Yes.
Santa Ana Spectrums, it will list the championships.
There's a very.
Once again, I
They
realized
gotta-
I muted myself as I was trying to explain slash give hints. And like, Roki, stop talking over me. But guys, the hint is if you go to the team page and scroll on down to the championships, if you actually follow this link, it will take you to the FBA Association championship. Which then means you can scroll on down and search for Biloxi. Yeah, I know, not for you guys. It's a Discord hotkey to mute from back when I played Among Us. And it's plus, apparently. So it throws me off because I'm trying to do math.
Oh, so what's actually happening is that Fader is saying awful things about me.
While
I
you're
can't
listening
hear
to it,
everyone else
apparently.
can hear it.
Yeah. So I have the answer on screen, guys, by the way. I think. I see Zenbass got one. Kit got one. Kit got it first, I think.
Well, Zembus, I don't think actually got one.
He got SAS, did he not?
No, MW got SAS.
Ah, and then Omega got it too, but we're not doing that fun jazz.
So we're waiting on one more, I think. Oh, yeah, still waiting on. All right. Well, I mean, we've got four numbers anyways. Omega jumped in.
Well, Omega did get it actually before MW.
Yeah.
Omega got Santa Ana's win.
Oh. Did I?
You
Well,
missed
thank
it.
you. We've got four numbers. We've got five numbers now.
We got four numbers.
We got okay.
Because
So
going based
four,
off of
five, seven,
this,
10.
I see Omega getting 14, 15 correct first. And then after that was Kit with 66, 67. Zenbass answered the 2015 SAS, which was already taken. Uh, MW got the BLX 1991. And the last one we were looking for was 7071, which was Alana. So if you could get Omega, MW, Kit, Alana, those are the numbers I need.
4, 5, 7, 10.
Of course, yeah. 4, 5, 7, 10. Edmonton is going to be burned to the ground by fans of other teams as they pull in the third overall pick. But the good news is, guys, they can't get another one now. Oh, I had
Edmonton
the.
really racking in those points.
Yep.
All right. So we're looking at number 4. Name the player who signed the highest monetary value contract this past offseason.
And this is only one answer, by the way, so don't pick the
Yeah.
top four.
I'm going to use TC's 3 from the last round, just to be fair. So we need 3 more answers. So I am waiting for a correct answer to start this transaction.
Or the contract offer that was made.
To repeat the question one more time, name the player who signed the highest monetary value contract this past off season. I'm sorry, I should be posting these in the chat directly
I mean, you can, yeah, I guess, so people are able to hear,
so that people can
read
consider
as well.
them more. Yeah.
Even though to be at the fair at the same time, that is going to be a little quicker to get out. So be paying attention
Well,
in chat.
I'm waiting.
Okay.
I'm gonna wait till about where the lag is.
I'm waiting for one of you to hit re-roll just for the laughs.
And we're looking at this particular contracts. Not necessarily
Of all time.
not necessarily how much they made for the year. And as the time of me speaking, you have 2 people who've got the answer correct.
Here's your hint. Head to the 2021 transactions page.
So we're waiting on one other person. I like that people just naming like good players at this point, trying to dartboard randomly. All right, and that's gonna be it.
Are you not counting Kit's
It was,
Scooney?
in fact, Scooney. Wow, how am I missing people here? Where did Kit say Scooney?
Right
No, way
after
over there. Okay.
JW said.
Wow, I'm so dumb.
So while you figure this out, Rookie, of how you keep missing names,
Okay.
so how you can find this information out, if you head on over to the transactions on the regular season tab on the sidebar, it has all the trades, buyouts, and more importantly, signings. So you can look at how long a contract is and see that, for example, Michaela Marley signed a 5-year deal for $65 million. Or you can look at the top value of the contract and see that Scooney Barrett signed a $94 million deal over 4 years. Second was Derek Kim, who scored a nice $82 million contract, but spread over 5 years, which is why I said total monetary value, not per year average, because math, as you guys said earlier, that is a bad thing to do sometimes. And also, if I set the lowest value contract, there's only all of these $1 million 1-year deals. And speaking of, there are notes here regarding sign and trade clauses.
There's a lot of valuable information there. All right, 3879. 3789.
Thank you. 3, 7, 8, 9.
Yep.
Arizona will not burn to the ground tonight as they end up with the 4th overall pick. They might burn to the ground tonight because of the heat wave, but not because the fans are upset. They might still be upset, but top 4 pick.
Four is better than 7. 4 is better than 9.
If 9, you're in the playoffs, so.
Oh, that's fair. 4 is better than 8.
There we go.
All right. So, question number 5, and we're going to take 3 answers because I can't read at all. I'm feeling very dyslexic today, apparently. Which rookie won the Rookie All-Star Game Player of the Game this season? So who is the rookie to win Player of the Game during the Rookie All-Star Game this year? All right. So that was a pretty easy one. Spirit Kelly, Rookie All-Star Game Player of the Game of the Game of the Game this season.
Now, how you could have figured that out?
Tell us, Faded.
Tell us, Faded. Well, if you went to the 2021 All-Star Week, again, located under the regular season of the sidebar, and go down to the table of contents, look at the Rookie Challenge, results, scroll down here, and you see beautiful Safira Kelly with 33 points in the game, taking home the Player of the Game for the Eastern Conference Rookies. That's how you can figure it out. Do you have the numbers for me?
I do. 2, 3, 12, and 14.
2, 3, 12, and the first 14 of the night. Texas catapults up to the
Texas.
5th overall pick. Talking about Texas?
I'm talking about Texas.
Oops, it's not how I want to do that.
All right. Well, while Faded takes care of that,
Of math.
I've got another joke for everyone. Why is it annoying to eat next to basketball players? These are the jokes, people. They don't get any better. Because they dribble all the time. Oh! Yeah, that's terrible. All right.
I think I
I
quit,
can
guys. I,
just feel Faded's like eyes rolling all the way from Florida over here. All right, looking at question number 6. How much did the Plymouth Taproots pay out in FBA contracts this season? So one more time, how much did the Plymouth Taproots pay out in FBA contracts this season? I love the delayed response to my joke. Like I'm already 10 minutes ahead of you guys. I'm I'm in the future and you guys are finally just uh getting to my joke.
if anything, I should have given them a heads up in chat to run while they could.
Well, yeah, probably. It's too late now. Everyone had to hear that joke.
I should have muted you. That's what I need to do, guys. I'm sorry. I really should be muting him when he starts talking.
All right, we've got 4 answers here. Um they were the cap roots. That's amazing.
Don't. You made. Yep, you have Kit. Okay, well, Kit answered anyways correctly, so it doesn't matter. So guys, how could we have figured it out? Yeah, as everyone tries to spam the wiki as fast as possible. So, if you head to the team page, scroll on down to the little contracts tab, you can see there that they had a total cap of 95 million and they paid out a full 95 million dollars this year. In other words, they completely spent every dollar they had in their bank account. Now, you might ask, well, how did they end up with $95 million in their cap? The base cap is
How
90.
did they end up with $95 million in their cap?
Well, they just made 5 easy payments to. No, not. I'm not going to sell you guys anything. Sorry. No, they did trades. You can trade for current cap or future cap. So, for example, if you know you're going to have a very contract-heavy team making a run for a championship, it might be worth trying to accrue cap in a future season so that you can afford big stars. So you can make a big run. Not all situations work out like that. Sometimes you just have to make do with what you have. But that is one way for teams to acquire assets from a championship team that's making a run. You can essentially buy future draft picks from them. For example, you could have bought Plymouth Taproot's number one first round draft pick for maybe $3 or $4 million. You know you're not going to necessarily make a run this year, but you can go ahead and try and accrue young players and get that talent. So that's how we can end up with this situation.
As we were being pointed out, Plymouth has 93 million in cap space next year as well.
Yeah, like I said, they have had to keep in mind that they have a player with a max contract, eating up basically a third of their entire salary cap. So how they do that is through trades, getting more cap space so they can afford to pay the rest of the team.
So we're waiting on one last number.
Yep. Also, I realized I think I made 8 questions despite there only needing to be 7, so you can take your pick of which of the last 2 questions you like more.
No, there's only 7 here.
Oh, okay, maybe I am smarter than I thought I was. Because it would be very much like me to put an 8th question that is unneeded when there's only one team left to pick.
And there was inevitably someone in the audience going, "But there are 8 picks. How can this be?"
Well, if reroll gets selected, we could just say no one gets the 8th pick. The one
That's
out
true.
of
That's very,
1,000th.
very true.
Vesta went offline, it seems like.
All right. So, since TC is so enamored with the number 5, we'll use that. So 1, 5, 11, 13.
1, 5, 11, and 13. And thanks to that selection, the Queens end up with the 6th overall pick.
The what?
The Queen's Pride.
Better. You're always doing that. Oh my god.
Oh, he's not talking about me. It's okay, guys.
Constantly. I mean, you could be talking about me, but
Well, if Vesta gets back in time for the next round, we'll have Vesta pick. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted that. Okay.
so why did the basketball team join a craft club?
You were too quick for me to mute you. Darn you.
Because they wanted to learn how to make baskets. Oh, I'll see myself out.
You can't escape. I'm sorry, you're stuck here.
Oh, I really can't. No, that's right. I'm stuck in your basement. You're stuck in mine. I don't know how that worked out.
There is a movie about a 100 level or 300 levels platform that just keeps descending further and further in the earth. That's basically our lives, isn't it?
Yeah, something like that. We're both in hell. Hello, I mean, we're going to have the last question now. Um, and this one is for all the money. Question number 7. Nope, Chuck Testa. All right, Vesta, you actually get you get the first number for this final round. Um, and the last question is, and okay, so this is a one first. So if someone says one answer, you can't answer with another. The same answer can't be used. And I'm definitely delaying for fate at this point. Name one asset that was traded in the final trade of this season.
And yes, I wasn't asking the question for what the movie was, Illa, though. Good job.
Um, so one more time, name one asset that was traded in the final trade of this season. So 3 lucky contestants will get to pick the last numbers for the game. An asset can be a person. It can be
Money.
an intangible object. It can be like some sort of round pick. I like round picks. It could be money. You're right. Um,
I see
and
one.
it has to be.
I see 2. Well, I mean,
All right.
well,
Yeah,
Vesta
we're good.
already gets the answer
I was gonna
anyways.
say no, no, we're good.
Okay.
Um,
So, how to answer this question? Back to the
how do
transactions page, everyone. My favorite page on the wiki that Mad has made threats about. By the way, if you don't do something, I want to show you what he's threatened me with. If I don't, he'll send Rasputin after me, guys. Just be wary of that if I disappear. So,
Rat Sputin.
Griff Rasputin, yep. Last trade of the year, transaction number 157, was between the Edmonton Totems and Pittsburgh Keystones. The Edmonton Totems sent Kasper Kusik and their second round pick in the 2021 FBA draft to Pittsburgh in return for Shirley Takamoto and, at the time, an unknown number for the first round of the Pitts pick in the 2021 FBA draft. You can see the date, again, the transaction number itself, and the two teams involved. And thankfully we had no 3-team trades this year, but those are also possible, and maybe even a 4th-team trade if you convince me somehow that go through that headache of trying to understand how you guys pass around players. Do we have?
So we're waiting. We're waiting on one more number from Kit. I think. All right, 8, 9, 10, 12.
Okay, number 8, 9, 10, and you said 12?
That's right.
Congratulations, San Jose. They will have the 7th overall pick, and for the final pick in the lottery, it has to go to Lorraine. They will have the final pick of the lottery. And I just typed Lore instead of Lorraine, so I'm special.
So Fadage just sent me a joke that he wants me to read.
I've muted him. Don't worry, guys.
What did the snap do to the stupid rabbit after reading too many jokes?
Kit, can you please go beat your roommate up for me? Please?
You just beat me up. I don't need 2 beatings in one night.
No, I'm just angry glaring at you through the monitor. If only we had webcams.
If only we didn't.
I have a webcam, but I did not put it
I
on.
know. Sure you didn't. I mean, wait, you didn't? Oh, ooh. That's awkward.
Anyways, guys. So it ran a little bit longer, 8:07. So we'll start the FBA finals in 23 minutes. That way, a nice round 8:30 to start the game. So we will see everyone in about 23 minutes. Anything left to say, Rookie, on your part?
Yeah, we're gonna let this particular broadcast go for another 10 minutes so that we don't cut off what's being said now after we finish talking.
But we'll see you shortly, guys, and I'll update the wiki with the draft selections.
Thank you guys all for being here. We love you all, and thank you again for a wonderful season this year. Much love, many snacks. Peace out.